Anyways, moving on. What else happened this week?
Yep.
I think Nintendo was the big one. Microsoft dropped the Xbox One back down to $350 because
Isn't that
they
the
can't.
lowest ever?
Yeah, that's the lowest they've dropped it, and compared to their original pricing, retail pricing of $500, uh, that's quite a loss in profit. But
Yeah. Just compared to discussion we just had around Nintendo, where I kind of
yeah,
claim that Nintendo maybe are doing things worse for themselves, even if they are finally changed, turning it around. Because
yeah.
the gaming world will be so much grayer and more boring without Nintendo.
Oh,
So for
definitely.
God's sake, don't crash and burn.
I mean, they've been around. Nintendo's been around for so long, though,
Yeah.
that even if they didn't turn a profit for like 20 years, they'd still be okay. So
Yeah,
they've been
probably,
around
but
for
if you don't
years.
do a profit, other people will gain on your market, and you're on a downward spiral. So if they
Yeah.
don't do profits, they will suffer and sooner or later die.
I mean, and that kind of leads into Microsoft. I mean,
Yeah,
Microsoft is a huge company.
yeah,
I
and
mean,
they
they
are
do
kind
way
of in
more
a
than just
similar
video games.
spot. They have been in a similar spot, and they're fighting a similar battle. I feel.
Well, it's mostly a battle directed at Sony because Sony's just selling PS4s like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And I believe last month was the only month that the Xbox One actually outsold the PS4 simply because it was at $350. But the thing is about this price drop though is that there's no end date that they've announced yet. So it could mean that the Xbox One is just going to be $350 from now on, or maybe not.
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
that's the best way of actually cutting their losses. Just make
yeah,
sure
but
that sell what they have.
yeah, I mean, but the thing with pricing though is that if you're going to price something, you have to make sure that you're turning a profit
Yeah.
and that what you're making you can sell for more, which doesn't seem to be the case.
No.
Um, so
But if you have a storage filled with Xboxes that you can't sell, you have to pay for having them in storage. So it's
yeah,
better to just get rid of them and hope that that will give a boost to future sales.
yeah, and I'm not gonna like lie here, but the price drop has definitely swayed me a bit on getting either console because it's cheaper. And I mean, I already have an Xbox. I don't have a PS3, so
Yeah. Well, as I was saying in the beginning of this, why do they keep making them so incredibly expensive that you basically can buy a minor computer for the same price that you buy for a console that you plug into your TV? And
I'm
it feels like they are fighting the PC market too hard, and that they should, many PC players could definitely consider have both a PC and an Xbox.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
it's
it's
good
not.
to have, for like I pretty much just have consoles now just so I can play online with my friends. For whoever hasn't switched over to PC stuff.
Yeah.
But, when I'm playing with like you or like I don't know, anybody else that we used to play with for PC
Yeah,
games,
yeah.
then, I have my PC and it's fine and it works way better. But I mean, I only have this dinky old laptop and it runs most things, but all the newer stuff that's coming out, I have to run it like in a way lower resolution than it's intended to be run,
Yeah.
and it's not great for me, and I don't have the money to build my own computer quite yet. So, uh,
No,
yeah, I
no,
mean, I
no. But
understand.
all I'm saying is that I actually, from my gaming experience and my gaming life, I would
Yeah.
love to sit on both a console and a PC.
Oh,
But
it's great.
it's impossible because the prices are incredibly high, and the games prices are pretty much the same, if sometimes even worse on consoles.
Yeah, more than half the time they're worse.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why Steam is so great because there's so many sales.
Yeah. And
But
the thing is that I feel when it comes to Xbox and even the PlayStation as well is that they are kind of, you're getting stuck into a subscriber based reality. That sounds a bit weird, but you have to be on the Xbox Live or the PlayStation's whatever, I don't remember the name.
yeah,
And you there are tons of things that you more or less they are sucking money out of.
Oh, definitely.
And the PCs is so far. I mean, Steam is the place where I have most of my stuff. I have a couple of stuff on what's it called? The other main PC platform. Where is it?
Let's see. Origin.
Yeah,
There's
Origin.
GOG.
Yeah, Origin. I have a couple of things on Origin as well. But
Yeah.
the rest of the time, I'm more or less... Well, I bought the thing, I download it, or I don't have it installed for the moment on the... And then I'm free to do what I want with it.
Yeah,
It feels
I have-
complicated nowadays with...
I have tons of games just like installed on Steam. I mean, not installed, but like I have them, and I just don't have them installed.
Yeah.
And I install them, as I want to play them. But I mean, I don't know, my Steam library. I don't know. I have tons of games in there. It's ridiculous, and I normally buy them when they're on sale for like dirt cheap. And I mean, same with my console games. Like, unless it's like a game I've been saving up for, or that I know is coming around the corner, then then I normally just kind of wait until it goes on sale or it gets to be like dirt cheap. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's the way I do it mostly. I mean, if there's a game I really, really want, depending on if I have the money or not, of course, but then I will buy it. But it's all the sales on Steam and stuff like that makes it. It's like Christmas in July.
It really
Whenever it
is.
happens, it's just amazing. To just look at, oh, this game, I would love to try this, but it's a bit too expensive. But hey, on the sales, I will get that.
Yeah.
So, but I just remember last time I had I had a lot of money to spare on games. I just sat around, wait for the sales, and I grabbed so many.
yeah,
I haven't tried them all yet.
yeah,
I also bought a
That's-
bunch that I
that's
gave
one of the
away
other-
now during Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of that's definitely a problem with Steam, is that there's so many sales that you just buy everything and then you're like, oh, we'll get to that eventually.
Well, I don't see it as a problem. I see it as a fun thing, because sometimes you're just like, well, I'm just tired of everything I used to play. But I have actually not tried this yet. I will give
Yeah.
this a try. It's
It's
like,
definitely fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. But as
yeah.
we were talking about Microsoft, with their purchase of Mojang, and they bought Nokia cell phones, and they're really switching around the market to something new. I think they're onto something.
I never know what's up with Microsoft. I mean,
Well, they have a new
know.
new vice president, and he's a younger guy, and he seems to have a couple of really healthy ideas of how to run business today.
well, that's good.
And I think that's important, because they have had
It is important.
they've had this like old time persons running the show, and it have not been the greatest, because they don't know what their audiences want.
Yeah, fresh new ideas. I mean, when I look on Xbox Live, I definitely see who they're targeting and their ads and whatnot, and what's on like their main, the main page. It's just like, well, okay, that's the demographic they're going for, which is mostly like male teenagers, which makes sense. But
Yeah, but they're
You
missing
know.
out on. The female
missing out on a
gamers
ton.
are exploding, and
oh, that's a whole nother issue in itself. Oh dear God.
yeah, yeah. But all I'm saying is that gaming is turning from being just where it once were mostly a guy thing. Now it's more or less gender neutral, and it's getting there very quickly.
Oh, definitely.
And
I mean,
that's-
like Caitlin's sitting here playing The Sims 2 right
Yeah.
now, so
And I mean, The Sims is the best thing ever, because it's basically dolls in a game, but
Oh yeah.
everybody plays it because you can do whatever with it.